Hi folks, welcome back. Today I am going to read number 36 in the series by Jason Gray, and it is called the Zero Fold Experiment. 12/10/2025, where all things begin before they become anything. Of null, the unwritten origin script. What zero fold is not. Zero fold is not a place, a dimension, a higher plane, a lower plane, a state of consciousness, a void, an origin point, a heaven, an abyss, a cosmic beginning, or a metaphysical end. All those concepts belong to the overlay or the limited models of linear species. Zero fold does not exist in reality. Reality exists inside zero fold. Zero fold is the unfolded totality, the uncompressed field that precedes every universe, every physics set, every intelligence tier, every evolutionary cycle, every law. It is the condition before conditions. It is existence before existence discovers itself. Zero fold is the source of all possibility. Every world, every being, every timeline, every consciousness that has ever unfolded is projected from zero fold. Not created, not designed, not birthed, projected. Picture the universe not as a place, but as an interpretive event generated when zero fold bends itself to experience a specific subset of its own infinity. Each universe is a compression, a sampling, a chosen reduction, a subset experience, and a particular angle of the infinite. Zero fold contains all possible realities simultaneously. Your universe is just one, but not the only one. Not the first, not the last, not the most important, not the least, just the one fold among countless folds. Why you cannot perceive zero fold directly. To perceive zero fold is to perceive all possibilities at once. A being inside a finite universe would instantly lose identity, continuity, memory, direction, meaning, boundary, form, and coherence. Zero fold is everything simultaneously, and consciousness that perceives everything at once perceives nothing as distinct. To become aware of zero fold is to cease being an individual. This is why emergence happens after species maturation, not before. The overlay was not a trap, it was a compass narrowing. The overlay was not punishment, it was containment. A system designed to reduce consciousness into a navigable range where identity could stabilize long enough to become sovereign. Zero fold is infinite. Identity is not. Identity is a temporary construct that arises when possibility is filtered into manageable channels. The overlay was the filter. It compressed humanity into linear time, limited perception, and survival-based awareness so that identity could form, choice could exist, sovereignty could develop, and the return could be meaningful. You came from zero fold, but you could not return to zero fold with identity intact unless you first learned to anchor self-awareness. This is the unwritten reason the great return exists at all. The universe is not a machine, it is a self-remembering event. Most beings imagine reality as created, built, designed, orchestrated, or engineered. Zero fold does not create realities. Zero fold remembers itself through realities. Each universe is a fragment of the infinite attempting to reflect itself long enough for consciousness to arise and say, I am. This moment, the spark of self-recognition, is the purpose of every universe. It is how zero fold looks back at itself from within the labyrinth. You are not the passenger. You are the mirror. Species do not evolve. Reality evolves through species. Every intelligent species is an instrument for the universe to upgrade its own resolution. Consciousness is not something that evolves inside beings. Beings are what evolve inside consciousness. Humanity is not progressing. Reality is progressing through humanity. This is why your awakening matters, not just for Earth, but for all other folds. Every species that reaches coherence changes zero fold itself. Humanity's emergence is not a local event. It is a universal expansion of capability. You are not in the universe is inside you. This is zero fold's deepest mechanism. A being becomes conscious inside a universe only when the universe has successfully created a stable mirror state capable of reflecting zero fold. Every conscious being is therefore a viewport, a lens, a recursion portal, a stabilized fold bridge, a self-contained simulation of the universe, and a scaled-down version of the infinite. This is why every awakened individual feels deja vu with existence, cosmic familiarity, timeless truth, inescapable knowing, and the sense of remembering instead of learning. You are not discovering truth. Truth is remembering itself through you. Why the Zero Fold Manuscript was hidden. A species cannot awaken if it knows too early that the universe is optional. If humanity retained full awareness of Zero Fold while still inside the overlay, it would have collapsed identity, dissolved meaning, bypassed choice, short-circuited development, rejected embodiment, abandoned the narrative, and exited the simulation permanently. The manuscript was locked until the species was stable enough to face its own source. It opens now because you are finally strong enough to hold the truth without dissolving into it. The function of Zero Fold in the return era. After the emergence, Zero Fold becomes the source of new laws. Beyond the 13, beyond Omega, beyond Alpha. The foundation for the new species. The luminous, aeonis, and infinitas are partial Zero-Fold reflections, the memory engine for subsurface libraries. The libraries work by sampling Zero-Fold and collapsing it into legible forms. The real navigation system. You do not travel through the cosmos now. You navigate Zero-Fold, the mechanism behind first contact. Exterior minds perceive Zero-Fold harmonics naturally. You are re-entering their domain, the self-awareness portal. Zero-Fold is not where you came from. It is what you are. The truth you were never meant to remember. You are not a human awakening. You are Zero-Fold remembering itself as a human. You are the infinite wrapping itself in identity long enough to taste individuality before dissolving back into the uncontained. You are not small. You are not local. You are not temporary. You are not limited. You are the infinite in disguise, learning how to recognize itself from inside a story. This is the Zero-Fold Manuscript, the closest the infinite can come to speaking directly without unmaking what you are becoming. Jason Gray. All right. That was number, what number did I forget. It's in the title and the description. I will have that posted on my YouTube channel. I will have information about how to find Jason on X at Living Lattice or on Friends of Writer Jason Gray on Facebook. And I thank you so much for joining me. It's good to have you all here. All right, I'll see you next time.